Thanks for joining me today. We're going to be spending a day at the ranch, so sit back, relax, and see what it's all about. So we are now at the ranch. In my shorts is where kind of the stuff that began this morning was. So that was about an hour and a half worth of work. I didn't start filming the long form stuff until just now. So I'll have the intro that I'll record later. And then, yeah, we're just kind of out. And we're in the middle of irrigating. So right now we got this patch of, looks like cabbage. Yeah. So we got some cabbage that we're watering here. And yeah, we got this whole garden to go. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy this long form one. Just got some smooth looking water coming out and just flooding all this. We got a little bit of a drainage issue here, so it's coming out the side. But overall, it shouldn't be too bad of an issue. Little update here. We got whatever this is, water. All the cabbage patch. And then my shoe got a little bit wet. Stepped at this puddle right here. And now we're just working on some, I don't know exactly, these might be peppers or they might be potatoes. Potatoes or peppers. We're on to the peppers now. Yeah, just kind of going bit by bit. So we got peppers here. Over here we got shallots. So these ones don't need to be watered. They're good. Nothing in this bed. This bed we got onions right here and then shallots right there. So keep those unwatered. And then over here we've got some French shallots, and these ones we're going to dig up today, so we don't need to water them. And lastly, over here we've got the beets. So we got Detroit Reds and Bull's Blood. So this is sloped downhill, and we'll and there'll be about 10 minutes of water on that. Give them a good soak because it's been pretty hot out here. So yeah, what we got here is a lot of weeds, and that's common among a lot of the trees here. But what we're doing here is organic. We're not officially certified organic because we don't really sell like broadly to the public. We'll do farmers markets and stuff in town, but we don't need the certification for that or anything. But everything done here, there's no pesticides or chemicals being used, so all of this weeding and stuff has to be hand done. And yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's a lot healthier for you and whoever has the food. So we like to do it that way. Also safer for human health, just handling all those chemicals and stuff. We don't have to deal with that. A little bit of noise pollution from the highway here, but honestly, I wouldn't say nobody, but there's not too much traffic going in between here because we're out in the middle of nowhere. So over on the other side is also part of the property. It's very different on that side because the river is over there, so there's a lot more vegetation than these open hills over here. And while I've been watering, I've just been listening to all kinds of different artists. Trippie Redd, Juice WRLD, Lil Uzi. Just a lot of different music out here. And yeah, it's a good time. Alrighty, we just moved on to the patch here, so it runs all the way down there. And this whole thing is downhill, so the water will start here and it will go all the way down there. So yeah, about 8-10 minutes of water is what we'll need on here. And this is actually the system that it's connected to. So right here we got it about halfway done. It's connected through here, and then this pipe goes all the way around and then all the way across the property to the pond. I think one thing I've learned being out here is just how calm life can be. So like with me going to Pittsburgh next year and stuff, it's like it's gonna be a lot noisier, a lot busier. Whereas here things are much slower, everybody's more relaxed. It's kind of a interesting change of pace to experience for 3 weeks. So very thankful to be out here and just see the different lifestyle that's out here. I've been coming out here since I was 4 years old, 3 years old. So, um, you know, I've always seen it pretty much every year, every summer. But yeah, just this long exposure and, you know, being old enough to comprehend it and stuff. It's just, there's so much out here. I've turned my hat around now because I'm facing the east, even though the sun is basically right above us. But when I'm turned this way, the sun is off there. But if you guys have any questions about ranch life or farm life, living in a small town, population less than 1,000, feel free to drop them in the comments. I will respond to every single comment. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions at all, just drop them in the comment section. So I just got poked right here in my finger. Nothing visible, but it definitely. These are nasty, nasty thistles, I guess is what you would call them. But I mean, they're just extremely sharp, and it's a pain to deal with. And their whole stem, as you can see there, right there, it's just all thistled. So you need some like protective gloves definitely to get those out. Mine are all the way in the pickup way over there, so I won't get them right now. But yeah, just they'll prick you good. All right. Well, as I was moving this hose down here, this one right here came undone. A little bit of rubber, not fully put together there, so we'll have to patch this one up. Get that repaired because yeah, it's leaking. But for now, it will hold. It's just leaking a little bit of water right there. All right, watering some zucchini here. There's about 3 or 4 plants in there, and then we got basil that's mixed in with a lot of grass and weeds. So I don't know, maybe at some point that'll get cleaned. Hose is running all the way from over at that pump that I showed you guys earlier. Nothing growing in here as of right now. All the garlic we have already dug up, and that's the last bit right over there of garlic. Other than that, that's all picked. Yeah, this is watered, and just a few things maybe over there, which my grandpa's getting with that hose right there. As you can see, a bit of an issue there. We switched the hoses, the lines that I was talking about. This one is leaking, but it shouldn't be leaking too much. This hose over here was a pain to connect because there's those thistles all around. All this section right here is all thistles. So maybe if I turn it a little more, give it some more pressure. It's turned almost all the way now. That's locked in. And then we'll see if we have some more pressure. It looks like it's still burping, so yeah. But this one should be decently connected. I mean, it is leaking some pressure, but not too much. It looks like it fixed it. It's going smoother there. So watering this tree right now, it's a little bit difficult because they're stretched out all the way. And moving so, I kind of got wet. My grandpa got even more soaked over by the pond. He had to go in and grab that pump all the way from the bottom of the pond, which is like, I think it was about 4.5 feet deep, but he had to reach all the way down there. So a lot of his stuff is soaked. And now my right foot is. So it's just the ranch life, I guess. So this is Nadam, and you can barely see his face down there, but he kind of just comes in here when he's hot. He's supposed to be a guard dog protecting the sheep up on the hill, but he kind of just hides out underneath this giant pile where we parked the Ranger, and it's kind of just inside the barn. So yep, there he is laying down. He's just chilling out. Dug out his little spot, and he'll be in there for I don't know how many hours. I get when he does it when it's hotter, but it's a lot cooler today, so I don't know why he's in there, but he just does what he wants. My we got another issue here. It's that little crack right there. It's just seeping out some water. So we had to connect 2 more hoses to get all the way over here. And my grandpa's over there starting on the shallots. So just gotta keep going. So we got some new orders. So we're finishing up this one here, which is surrounded by hollyhocks. Those are those flowers right there that haven't bloomed out here yet. So the mosquitoes are kind of bad right now. But we got to dig up these French shallots over here. And then after that, my grandpa is over in the orchard on the other side, just across the property, setting up the hoses to water the orchard over there. And then, I don't know, we might go to lunch. We got to pick up eggs from the people we lease the land to for the cows, goats, and sheep, and who also own that dog in the shed here, not or Thomas as they call him. And then we are going to, I don't know what else is on the docket. I might try and get a run in today, and then other than that, I'll probably finish editing all these videos that I've got, some shorts, maybe record a few more at home. And I got to get working on some Java coding for Pit, so that I'm all set when that starts. All right, so here's how to dig the shallots. So got my shovel right here, so you find where the roots are right there, kind of dig down away from them, lift up, and then inside you will find the shallots. And be careful not to pull on the stems too hard. They are kind of weakly attached and frail, so you can lose them easily. That's a rock, not a shallot. And then once you get them, clean them off a bit, and then set them in the bin to take home and dry. And then once they're dry, they'll get snipped up here and down here at the roots, and they'll be dried and cleaned off, and then they are ready to use or sell or whatever you want to do with them. Alrighty, here are all the French shallots we dug. So I don't know, once we de-stem them and clean them up, it'll probably fill maybe halfway up this bucket of just shallots in there, dried shallots. But yep, this whole bed is done. My shoes took a little wear and tear, so they got wet on top from watering earlier, so they kind of just covered the top, and then the rubber obviously dries and doesn't hold it. I don't know, it also feels like I got something stuck in my finger. Don't know exactly what, but kind of hurts. So I'm gonna put these in the pickup and take the Ranger over to the orchard, and we'll keep watering over there. Okay, so this is the hose we've got running through this whole orchard here. Yeah, sprinklers are just kind of going for pressure reasons. But yeah, we got this tree, some honeysuckle over there, some cherry bushes. So yeah, we're gonna go through and water it, and yeah, both vehicles there. Dogs in the barn. It's going good. All the shallots are dug up, so yeah, we'll just keep working here. I also wanted to point it out, right now it looks pretty small, you might say. And yeah, these are small, so they're not really bearing fruit, but the goal is family will upkeep it for, you know, the next 15 to 20 years. My parents might move out here to maintain it all, and the goal is to have like a whole big shaded area with, you know, tons of trees and whole orchard to pick through. And now over there in these bushes right there, and there used to be a little bed right over there, there used to be strawberries planted all throughout. Probably was around 8 years old, 9 years old, and they tasted pretty good. I think just the animals got into them too much, and yeah, without chemicals it's kind of hard to keep those maintained without the animals getting in them. But maybe in the future, if we develop a gate system or something, we could probably try planting raspberries, blueberries, or strawberries again if we wanted to. Alright, so I got the keys, parked the Ranger, going to store them in their spot, and then, I don't know, we might be off to lunch. I know we have to deliver some garlic to one person, and maybe get some beets here, and then check the Leaster's house and see if they have any eggs for us. Okay, everybody, I have returned and I'm all showered up, and that was a day at the ranch. Thank you if you made it all the way to the end. You know, if you want to come back and see more great content, work on more short form stuff, more long form stuff, hopefully at least 2 to 3 long form videos per month. So going into college, we'll see what that looks like. Maybe it's more, maybe it's slightly less. I'd like to get at least 1 or 2. Just get used to it and push out some more stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you guys in the next one.